Global Impact Conference attendees and friends from around the world. We're excited you're here today for our story. Our story is called Classrooms Connected. My name is Stormy Daniels, and I'm an educator in Texas in the United States. And my teaching partner is...
My name is Mohammed Hassan, and I teach English in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Of course, our Classroom Connected has been created with one clear mission. Together, let's bridge our classrooms and empower our students to drive positive change on a global scale.
And this is our story. Won't you come along? So to get started, we are going to show you a quick clip we prepared just for you.
Here we go.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Classrooms Connected virtual space. My name is Stormy Daniels, and I'm just here to manage or facilitate this space. All of the projects and all of the collaborations belong to you, the community. So let's jump on over there and see what we have going on. So I want to start with a couple things because we've had a few questions. If we start over here on the community tab, you're going to see that these projects or communities that you're able to join are building community. So the Ed3 DAO and the EduGuardians and many more that are going to go into that column are built for you to come on over and join and meet other educators around the world. All right, let's move over one more. Teacher tips. Mainly, this column is for you to share best practices on how to actually make these global connections possible. All right. And the rest of it, my friend, is the purpose of these classrooms connected. Because we all want to be connected as educators, but the ultimate goal must be to connect our students to other students around the world, so we realize the world is more alike than we are different, and that the world can be a better place if together we make it that way. So let's move along this way. On-demand connections are just that. There's not a set time of the year. You can technically do them any time of the year, perhaps at a time where it fits your curricular studies, or at a time where you're not prepping for a test, or whatever it is like in your environment, right? The goal is to connect students to projects that matter. The time really doesn't matter, just when you can do it, right? Let's go on. Then we have ongoing anytime collaborations. These collaborations are projects that usually begin with a lesson or learning, and then they carry on to student actions. All right. And then we move down the line to specific timed projects. So September, December, those months between September and December, usually the Global Read Aloud Project, the Gingerbread STEM Project, and any other projects that happen at that time that we would want to add here. And then January to March, we know we have the Goals Project, kicks off in January usually. Jennifer Williams empowers that. And so any projects that we'll have starting at that time will go to that space in the wall. Go forward to March and May timeframe and you'll see. So that's just a kind of rundown of how the wall is laid out. The number one question so far we've had is, how do I join? There's a few different ways to join. You can explore the projects that are already here. Maybe something looks really interesting to you, or maybe you're like, what is that all about? So go check it out. Even if you don't join, at least you'll know what's available. Also, and the most powerful thing, is that you can add projects that you already know about. So perhaps it's a project that you manage, or it's a project that you take part in every year. Go ahead and put it on the wall in the place where you think it's most appropriate. And that way educators know how to join that project and when. If you are a project manager, we ask that you put your project on this wall. I will show you how easy it is to add to the wall, whether it's a question or add your project to the wall. So if I click the plus any plus sign, you'll see that this pops up. Very simple, isn't it? So you can put your project title and a short description with a link. Or you can click on this plus 12 and you'll see that there are many, 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 many ways to add to your project. Just make sure no matter where you're connecting from, no matter what you're adding to the wall, that you have a place where people can join. Because that's what we want to do. We want to join, we want to collaborate, we want to connect with the purpose of Classrooms Connected. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions at any time, add them to the wall. All right, we'll get notified that additions have been made, and you can follow this space if you want. Make sure to bookmark it. Make sure to turn on notifications if you're looking for notifications of the action. So thank you for helping to spread globally connected classrooms, and I'll see you in the collaborations. So thank you. And you can watch that video at any time. It's on the wall. So if you want to share this, please take it and share it. Right now, we want to spotlight a connection that's actually happening for a few years now. So in the few minutes we have left, we want to share our connection, our story, our global learning story. Mr. Mohammed?
Of course, one of the most powerful moments of our project was that when Mrs. Stormy and I invited ourselves as guest speakers to our students. So I had the honor of welcoming Mrs. Stormy to speak to my students, where they had a live in our national learning lesson filled with fun, excitement, and cultural exchange. And likewise, I joined Mrs. Stormy's classroom as a guest speaker. By doing this, we allowed our students on both sides of the world to learn directly from another teacher. And of course, one of the most important and meaningful moments is that when we use Padlet with Mrs. Stormy, she created a Padlet link. She shared it with my students. So my students and her students could introduce themselves freely, share their interests, and they recorded their own videos to practice authentic learning and to practice authentic communication and connections. Of course, we had a very fruitful and meaningful experience that went far and beyond our classrooms and far and beyond the learning practices and learning a new language. So now our students can learn and already learn it to communicate with confidence, to respect and appreciate other cultural diversity, to develop global awareness, to collaborate beyond their classroom walls, and of course, they are using technology as a tool for meaningful connections. Of course, these interactions give our students a real-life situation to practice the language and to improve their skills, and it helps them build confidence and improve their English language fluency in an engaging and interactive, meaningful way.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for explaining that. And it has been an amazing journey the last 15 years co-teaching together from opposite ends of the world and beyond. So my friends, thank you for learning about our Classrooms Connected project, learning about our story of collaboration, and how can they join again, Mr. Mohammed?
You can scan this QR code if you would love to connect your classroom with ours. If you would love our classrooms to be united across the world, scan this QR code and let's see you there.
Until next time, my friends.